here's everything I batch prepped this weekend to help the week run smoothly. On Saturday, I started with a couple of loaves of bread we used for toast and sandwiches over the weekend and throughout the week. I made 4 jars of peanut butter and a batch of coconut and pecan cookies, some of which were going in the freezer. Sunday, I started by throwing some chicken in the slow cooker. Kids will be having chicken rolls in their packed lunches. I made a batch of buttery rolls for those. So I fill the rolls, wrap them in cling film and put them in the freezer, and then they get them out in the mornings and they're defrosted by lunchtime. We had roast gammon for dinner on Sunday. What we didn't eat has gone in the fridge as ham, which my husband and I will use for lunch throughout the week. I whipped up a fruit sponge for pudding on Sunday. My daughter was making something with plums and there were some extra ones left over, so they went in there. And with the spare sponge mix, I made some fairy cakes for the kids' school lunches. For the kids' after school snack, I've made a batch of blondies. I haven't made this for ages and it's so yummy, but it's very sugary. Popped up a batch of popcorn, which the kids will use instead of crisps in their school lunches. Once all the rolls were cooled, I filled them, popped them in cling film, and they went in Ziploc bags. They're in the freezer. I put a few cakes in a tin and the rest went in a bag in the freezer as well. I've got raw cookie dough in the freezer to bake from frozen. Blondies are in a tin, and here's everything. I also made some extra rolls which we'll use for burgers for dinners in the week. That's it for this week. If you want to save money on your weekly shop and start batch cooking, follow along for more.